Do 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 do. We are alive. We are alive. We are alive. And a football game about to start. And I ain't about to watch it. Good luck to the Bills. Fuck Miami and all that. And all that. See, Papa, this motherfucker. Woo! And I've been waiting for this wood all day. About to spark this motherfucker. Slide it in the motherfucker. Oh shit. Woo, man, it's been long. All right, tired. But I've been seeing a little bit of what's been going on out here in the YouTube world today. A lot of funny shit. A lot of funny shit. A lot of confusion. You know, it's like so much. It's so much to talk about right now. It's like it's not even. It's so much to talk about. But I found something very interesting that I seen before I headed out. I came across this video. This one cat had some words for Nina Boy or whatnot, and so I was sitting there listening to the video. He actually played a part of his live. I didn't even finish watching the whole video, but part of the live that Nina Boy did yesterday. It was in regards to what he was saying about, you know, not being active and then not putting his hood, not attaching what he says to his hood and so on and so forth. Timo, what's happening, bruh? And I got to thinking about what Cuz was saying, and it got me to thinking. There's a lot of confusion when it comes to being active, being non-active, and just being a citizen altogether. And one of the things he said was, how are you going to be active? Or well, how are you not going to be active, but you on the internet politics? And it's very funny because if I would have seen this a few years ago, hell, if I would have seen this about a year ago, I would have felt the same way to a point. What's up, Daniel? But how I think from last year to this year, yeah, there's a vast difference in how I look at things today. And one of the things, because I am one of those that is a non-active member. And this is the thing. Just because a person is no longer active in said game, or any game for that matter, however you know what I'm saying, hell, shit, it might go to what he's saying for certain sets and whatnot. But just from what I know in my experience, we all know when you're active, you're frontline, you out there, you doing you doing business. Okay, we'll keep it simple like that. Doing business. Now, when you become non-active, um, you're not involved in the day-to-day activities in the streets as far as what an active gang member um, does from day to day, right? Now, when you're non-active, it doesn't mean that you're not part of that gang no more. You're just not involved with the day-to-day stuff like you used to. You know, um, you're doing other things. Like if you have a family per se, right? You got kids and stuff. You're more focused on that, and you out there, working. Got your 9 to 5, whatever the case may be, and that's what your life curtails. But you are still part of the game, so you are still required in some sorts, you know, because the thing about it is, just because you're not in the streets as an active gang banger, you can still be active in the streets as a gang member in such, for example, you can go out and you can talk to the little homie. You can show the little homies, you know what I'm saying, a different way. Because just because you are a gang member or a gang banger, you can still play sports. You still play sports now, although if you are fortunate enough to make it up to the pros, I probably don't think staying active would be, you know what I'm saying. Um, but there's other things you can do. There's active gangbangers that are doing all sorts of types of things while still handling their business. Now, the non-active ones, yeah, you're going to see them still in the hood talking to the youngsters and doing things to try to better their community. You still might even get a call from the gang itself, like, yo, we need to do the ooh, 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 ooh. So it doesn't mean you're removed from anything. It's just you're not frontlining. You're not a banger. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not taking those trips. You're not pulling that trigger. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing any of them things. But you remove that does not remove you from still being a member. So there are certain things that you still got to, you know what I'm saying? Still got to handle. Now, like I said, each gang has their own set of rules, right? And I think in those own set of rules, the confusion between gangbanger and gang member has gotten conflated. And it's really not that difficult, even though they made it difficult. So that's why you'll probably get like different views. You know, what was it? Was it earlier this? Yeah, I want to say it was earlier this year. I forgot who I was looking at, but he was another keyway and non-active, non-active, right? But he still went to the meets. You know what I'm saying? He was still at the meets. He was still, now at the same time, You can also be a member and not even be involved with any gang shit at all. And that just simply means you did not get out of the gang. You're just not dealing with the gang like you used to. You kind of got your own type of, set of friends and stuff like in my case, I'm not active. Um, but I have other friends. I have a separate life outside of that. And because of my daughter, I chose to go a more productive, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me concentrate on this. Because if I did concentrate on that, then it'd be a whole different outcome of hell shit. Yeah. A lot of y'all probably would have never even, you know. See, and my homies and my big homies, it was never a thing for, well, you had to be there. You like, you know what I'm saying? They understood where my position was. And so it's like, you handle your business. You still family. You just go handle your business, cuz. Hey, no problem. You know. That's why I can still, that's why sometimes y'all still every once in a while see me with my flag. Every once in a while I might chunk it up one time. You know what I'm saying? Now if I wasn't a mirror, if I was just clear out, no active, no parts of anything, and I went and did that, if I went and like showed my flag and chunk up the neighborhood, that's a means for, oh yeah, you gotta get DP home. Because you can't do it. Once you remove yourself altogether, don't be throwing the hood up anywhere. Don't get caught throwing up the hood. Don't, you know. Oh shit, what's up, Joe? That's been there, done that. Oh, been there, done that, but still, I'm real, folks. Where shit could pop off just like that. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you always got to be, yeah. Regardless of the fact, you're gonna always have to be on guard because that's the thing. Whenever you decide that you're gonna jump into that street life, whatever it may be, pimping, hustling, uh, uh, gang banging, you know what I'm saying? Running scam, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? And you decide to change your ways and decide to live a different life, you're gonna always have to, because just because you decided to change your life, your enemies can care less about that because they still want revenge for what you did to them. That one time at the park, you know, like you remember that one time at the park 10 years ago. And as ridiculous as that may sound to a lot of people, that is the reality of the streets. Motherfuckers, yo, 10 years will go by, 15 years go. And look, check this out. If they don't get you, you know what I'm saying? This ain't a movie. This is reality, people. You know, people hold grudges for a long time, you know. Oh, yeah, yeah, over there in the South. Yeah, yeah, because that family from Oakland had went over there and linked up. with them Bloods over there, you know, and now they got a whole different. Now that's some confusing shit if you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how the whole star shit, you know what I'm saying, came about. Because it was a whole different name, and then they, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole thing. I ain't finna get into it. I ain't finna explain it. Because it's not my gang or my hood or any parts of that to even explain. Now, when it comes to Fairfield, California, oh yeah, I could explain that all day. You know what I'm saying? From 1900 East Side DVPC to the DVP to the Grande Circle MADD, all the way to the 2200 block of Heath Court, Central Side, all the way across the field, right there, Lewis Court. We could take you on over there to the 1500 block of Monroe on the west side, over there on 2nd and Kansas Street. You know what I'm saying? The low side on the west side. You know, I could take you on over there to Crowley Lane. You know what I'm saying? One of the oldest dope spots in there. You feel me? It's one way in. See, that's the thing about Fairfield. There's a lot of one way ins and one way. Don't get caught lacking. Don't get caught lacking. Don't want to. What you call it? Should take you over there, back to the east side. Shit, I'm drawing a fucking blank. Oh shit, I just drew a blank. I gotta send out some apologies. You know what I'm saying? But it's like right behind the field. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole street. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, we also got a Montebello too. That's like in the back of Sassoon. You know, that's a long ass street. And speaking of Sassoon, shit, you got Pintail, shit. You got Old Sassoon, the swamps. You know, I can tell you about Pennsylvania that runs from the central all the way down to the west. I can tell you about old school Eaton Court that's also in the central on top of the hill. I can tell you about Park Club. I can tell you about a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix Drive, you know, East Travis, you know, that's where the stars come from, huh? A lot of folks from there. Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what they. I'm gonna have to hit my homie up and ask him because he would know better than me, you know, because he's from Oakland himself. So, huh? Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of it's a lot of bay. It's a lot of bay in Sac. It's a lot of bay in Sac. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to the point to where there's a contention where there's people that consider Sacramento as part of the Bay Area. I'll be like, hold up, wait a minute, put the alcohol down, put the Percocet down, put the Xanny down, put the wood down. Although we got love for Sacramento, and Sacramento's always been connected with the Bay. But Sacramento has never, ever, 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 and will never, ever, 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 ever be part of the Bay Area. It makes absolutely no sense for Sacramento to be part of the Bay Area. That makes no sense. Like what? You know what I'm saying? Sacramento is its own. They're geographically, it makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Geographically, it makes no sense. Forget everything else. And it's like, if you're going to make Sacramento part of the Bay Area, why ain't Vacaville part of the Bay Area? And Vacaville is right next to the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Because there was a time where Vallejo and Fairfield was not considered part of the Bay. They're like, Vallejo, and then Vallejo, and then it was finally, okay, Vallejo, and then we were like literally the last ones. They're like, Fairfield's not part of the Bay. How could they be part of the Bay? And they get into this whole, man, they ain't got no water around them. I'm like, okay, am I the only one that's ever looked at a damn map? And I had to tell this to folks. You know, and I even got into arguments with other Bay Area folks over this shit. Do y'all realize there's other cities in the Bay Area that has no water around them? It's called the inland. The inland. When you're in the inland, you are not, you know what I'm saying? It's a hit and miss. It's a hit and miss. You got the coastal line and you got the inland. That doesn't mean that doesn't. So I guess we might as well just take out all them cities. You know what I'm saying? They even say San Jose's not even part of the Bay, and I'm like, what is y'all smoking? How is San Jose not part of the Bay? But they're literally in the South Bay. And keep in mind, this is only coming from people from Oakland and San Francisco. And I'll be like, what in the world is y'all talking about? Like y'all don't want nobody else to be part of the Bay except for San Francisco, Oakland, and Richmond. It's like those three cities right there is part of the Bay. They'll mention Antioch or Concord. You know what I'm saying? They don't mention San Bruno. And the only reason why they mention San Mateo is because it's right there. Oh man. Well, it was one way in, one way out. We had that stick. Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. We definitely is. Hey, Miss Me, how is you doing, sis? Right, that's inland. They say we not bad sound either. But you yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I'm like, and then just to simplify it, I said, just look at the weather report. So you telling me that the map that they're showing when they show the weather is all wrong? And they literally break it down into sections. This is the South Bay. This is the North Bay. This is the West Bay. This is the East Bay. And these are the cities that are connected in those sections. I, I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, because growing up in Fairfield, it was already hard enough just trying to have some respect. Now, like a lot of the older homies, they had the respect because they was already out there on the road, you know what I'm saying, doing business. Even though it was still, you know, we was still getting hated. When I used to go back up to San Francisco or go up to Oakland to go see my dad and my grandmother, And I go like, oh, you from Fairfield? Oh yeah, I'm from Fairfield. Where is that at? Now, I was only a kid at that time, so I couldn't really, express myself the way that I wanted to. How the motherfucker said that shit when I was a teenager or a little bit? Yeah, we gonna have a big problem. Talk about where's Fairfield at? Fairfield is right there where your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, your cousin all ended up moving down to. Don't sit there and give me that where's Fairfield shit. I mean, it was a, Fairfield and Sassoon together. We both had to really show nah, this ain't what it is. Because they used to call our town Squarefield. Yeah, and they also used to get punched in the mouth for saying that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? Whenever somebody would move into Fairfield, somebody knew, like, well, I ain't really see anything. Like, well, you hanging around with the wrong people. That's your first mistake. You want to know about Fairfield? You really want to have some fun in Fairfield? Come kick it with us. Come kick it with us. And after they got done kicking it with us, yeah, it was a whole lot better off afterwards. Because once we introduced them to people and everything, hey, shoot, you on your own after that. You on your own after that. Because we ain't about to hold your hand. You know what I'm saying? We can introduce you to people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was like some love connections that popped off because of that scenario, if I remember correctly. So, and of course you had some motherfuckers that would come in and be trying to pop that shit like they were really like, yeah, I'm from that's not in California. So you was in a whole nother state popping off like, yeah, I met so and so. Like, I don't give a fuck who you met out in this motherfucker. Don't be coming around us popping that shit off like, you know what I'm saying, just because you know somebody that we grew up with, don't mean we still won't knock your head off. What the fuck? Especially me. Because motherfuckers already knew, pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? Snapping fingers. Because one thing you wasn't going to do was, you wasn't going to come to my town disrespecting my town, and you wasn't going to come in here and try to pop the shit like you a big dog, and just because you know somebody out here. Because I guarantee you, they ain't going to save you. And if you happen to let out that you're friends with one of our enemies, oh, you liable to get your ass on site right now. Yeah, you go tell your friend that. Man, on everything. See, there you go. There you go. You just couldn't help yourself. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And for the lurkers and listeners that's not commenting, can y'all please hit that like too if y'all haven't already? Yeah, I bet it did. I bet it did. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's that's why I was always look. I ain't going to any hood. I can go into hoods that the hardest motherfucker would be too petrified to go in. Like I ain't going over there. Why not? Man, them motherfuckers over there crazy. Okay, who you been in the pen? What the man? Come on, I'm going. I'm going. Yeah, I ain't never had a problem. Now, with that being said, it doesn't mean I'm just finna just float around in everybody's neighborhood like I'm popping like that because you do that in other people's neighborhoods. Yeah, you gonna be popping all right. Your head gonna get the popping like that popcorn in the foil. You know how when that motherfucker you cook it on the thing and it get the popping, and then it explodes at the top. Yeah, that's what your head gonna look like if you go into somebody else's hood acting like just because. Yeah, you know, you know. I've actually gone on I've actually gone on trips just because they needed that person just in case anything popped up. You know. And the thing about it is, I wasn't even the craziest one. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even the craziest one. I got this one homeboy, man. This motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He was like a pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone was cracking off, we be trying to hold it'd be funny because it'd be like, damn, cuz usually it'd be us trying to hold you back. Yeah, I know. You know. But I wasn't a loose cannon though. See, that's the thing. I wasn't a loose cannon. But I was on go mode. When it was time to go, let's go. But I think back and I'm like, damn, I wish that big motherfucker would have stood up instead of letting his cousin take that backpack. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker probably got neck problems now. Because when I tried to kick his head off his body, shit, his whole man, that was beyond a whiplash. You know, because we was the same height, same build. You was the one running your mouth more than anybody, and he specifically brought you to fight me, but he ends up fighting me. But you see, I just got to talking about don't be going in somebody else's backyard trying to pop your shit like you just because you know somebody. And that scenario is exactly what happened. All because all because me and his bitch had got into an argument. You know, I'm not gonna go into the details about it. You know, well, nah, fuck it. She was you know, as I've spoken on before. You know, my mom used to do foster care back in the day, and it was this girl. As a matter of fact, I know her sister. Me and her sister went to school together, and then and then and then my homeboy, he used to talk to her, and I actually met her prior to her coming to move in. So there's already an established of notes between the parties, right? Um, hey man, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Aftermath in the building. What's going on? I need some. That's where she visits. Oh, okay. Yo, hey, I feel you. I feel you. Yo, what up, Chaz? You know, I asked that question earlier. Or would Fox take him back? Um, so 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 me and her had got into an argument one day, and she's cussing me out, I'm cussing her out, and so I go outside. I'm like, I need to go cool off. So I go outside, and as a matter of fact, I bounce. I, I go to my homeboy's house, and I come back or whatever, and everything cool. Like for 2 weeks straight, everything is cool. I'm not thinking anything. um, oh, as a matter of fact, I forgot. She had said in the argument, the classic line that it said, "I'm going to get my boyfriend, and I'm going to." I'm like, "Okay, I don't give a damn." So everything is cool, right? 2 weeks straight. We talk with each other, we laughing, joking, and everything. So the Tyson fight comes up. He shows up. He got his two cousins with him. You know what I'm saying? All the homies is over there. Well, not all the homies, but, you know, about a good 15, 20 of us. And we watching the Tyson fight. And so after that, I'm getting messages my way, and then we get outside and they getting ready to go. Uh, my brother was going to take them home. Matter of fact, the funny part, and I've stated all this before. I'm just kind of going over some shit just for conversation. Um, the funny part about it is these cats is from Southwood in Vacaville. Now I got a big homie from Southwood, and they Crips too, right? So, matter of fact, what's cousin? Yeah, matter of fact, the big homie was there too. So I'm outside with my folks, and another one of my folks come outside. He tell me, so I was ready to get down right there in the middle of the street, and then the big homie came through and was like, "Nah, we're gonna go to the park." and I don't give a damn where we go, right? So they jump in the van, the other homies jump in the other car, and then we jump in the other car, and we squad over to the east side, right? There's a park over there right next to the school that used to be known as Amy Blank, right? So we went to the back of the park, right? And it's kind of like a dip, you know what I'm saying? So if you're in that one area, unless you live on the residential side right there, you can't see anything, right? But now everybody that lives on that side, nobody comes out at night on that side. All the activity is outside the viewing area, right? So one big circle. I stand right there and I say, whoever was talking shit, step up right now. And then her boyfriend steps up. And we're going back and forth. Big homie was like, cuz stop talking and fight. And then that's when the hands got to throwing. And for some fucking reason, because dude was like about 5'8", I'd probably say. 5'8", 5'7", 5'8". I'd give him 5'9" just to be nice. But he tried to wrestle me. He rushed me and tried to wrestle me. Little did he know I got a background in wrestling, and I'm bigger than you. Bad mistake. Got him down on the ground, got up, I let him up. I could have just took off on him on the ground. I said, nah, I want to knock this motherfucker out. Get up. And then all it took was, bah! Caught him with that left. And that motherfucker was like a fucking wood. I don't know if any of y'all ever experienced this shit, but I hit that motherfucker and dude was going down in slow motion and went flat on his face. And I took a step back. I wasn't going to do anything initially, but I'm like, nah, this motherfucker's going to come in my neighborhood, disrespect me. Oh, nah, I'm about to, yeah. I'm about to end this motherfucker right now. And I took a step back, and I went, and I kicked his head. I kicked his head from the chin up. His whole head snapped all the way back. I tried to snap his neck. And the big homie was like, nah, Buzz, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You don't want that. I was like, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I was about it. I didn't give a fuck at all. And then so I see his cousins. They seen what I did, and they was just going to try to rush me. Hold on, it's more of us than it is of y'all. Who are you going to try to rush? You know what I'm saying? And I remember I don't know who said it, but I heard, if you think you about to rush him, you and him could get your ass whooped right now. It's more of us than it is of you. And the bitch went home, right? He went home, and then the motherfucker gonna call my house and tell my mom he's gonna come back after me. Wait, shouldn't you be in the hospital right now? I mean, he did go to the hospital. I did find that out. But what the fuck? So you go? I get home, and my mom tells me that. I told her, don't even worry about it. I told her, don't even worry about it. You know. And then next thing I know, shortly after that, she ends up moving because she didn't want to be there no more. right before I was about to get some intel exactly where these motherfuckers is located at in Vacaville. See, I don't know if they lived in Southwood at the time, but I was gonna find out. Shit. And by the time I found out, which was fucked up, by the time I found out, these cats have moved somewhere else. And then years later, I end up I go to meet this chick who stays in Southwood. So I go on there. I got my homeboy with me because she got a sister. So when we get over there, I'm looking around and everything. Yeah, I ain't forget. Shit, for all I know, these motherfuckers probably coming in for a visit or something. But maybe I got some bad information. These motherfuckers still is looking at me. You get a punch, motherfucker like that. You throw on that shit real quick, huh? You like, damn, there you go back to on everything. On everything. Yo, Muhammad, what's going on? How you doing tonight? I am doing good. Tired. Tired as hell, but I'm doing good. You know. And that shit right there. You know what I'm saying? And some of my big homies, that was the first time they ever seen me fight. You know, so they was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? They was sitting there fucking with me. Oh, I didn't know you could fight like that. Like, shut the fuck up. They were like, nah, cuz we know. The pedigree you come from, shit, we already know. And the stories we've heard, see, and that's why I never had to go out and just boast on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because once I started hearing my name floating around, I'm like, what I need to boast my shit for? Now, of course, you know, being young and everything, you still gonna boast your shit, you know what I'm saying, from top to top. But you know, and it just wasn't condensed to just Fairfield, the Bay Area, Northern Cal, or just California. Now I'm talking about my name going statewide, you know, because you know people be moving around, and you know all kinds of shit. You know, got family somewhere, you know. Like I can go down to Atlanta right now and be good. I could be good, even though I ain't gonna be good because I don't trust a damn motherfucker down there. Because I know they get down out there, but I'll still be good though. You know what I'm saying? I'll still be good. Easy, what's happening? Oh hell yeah, it had to. Oh again? Man, I don't know what's going on. Man, you two trying to hit me for something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. Oh man, just over here, just conversating, just going down memory lane, talking about some of my experiences and shit that I went through and just life in general. Are you in San Rafael right now? Oh, okay. Damn, I ain't been to San Rafael in years. You know. But that's why I say, you know, at 45 years old, I'm thankful to still be here. You know, because look, to get through that gauntlet of the 90s, it says something. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody made it through that gauntlet. And trust me, it was a fucking gauntlet. Because if it's not your enemies you're beefing with, you got some motherfucker out there that want to try to test their shit up against yours. You know, or it's some chick that's pissed off at you about something and decides that she want to go get her cousin, her brother, her daddy, or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh well, shit. As long as you getting paid, sure. As long as you getting paid, you know. Hey, boring money is better than fast money because fast money will get you killed or put away for a bit. Slow money, you can build a foundation. You know what I'm saying? And you can grow from that. 92, woo-wee. 92 was a 92 was a good year. Shit, I turned 30. Yeah, shit, I turned a teenager in 92. Yeah, 92. I like 92. There's certain years that I like more than others. You know, 92 is one of them. Man, I might move out to Georgia, but uh, you ever been to Georgia? Nah, I haven't. As a matter of fact, my folks has been trying to get me to come out there, and I want to go out there. As a matter of fact, I actually do have to go out there. I just gotta find the time. That's really what it is. It's just finding the time. That man, just thinking about all that shit that went on in the 90s, and you know, it was man, you definitely couldn't beat no punk. You know, if you was that type of person that, you know, there was a whole sect. See, and that's the thing about the 90s. Everybody knew their place. You know what I'm saying? Nobody tried to, oh well, I seen this, so now I want to be like, you know what I'm saying? You still you still have to show yours. You know what I'm saying? You still have to show, oh, you is okay, then you know, because if you didn't, it wasn't none of this, oh well, you talking all this and you saying you this, that, and the third, and oh no, nah, no. If you weren't gonna stand on business, somebody else was gonna make you stand on business. Oh man, them big prices, man. Whew. That's funny too. Shit, that's crazy because things you guys are bringing up in the chat, I've literally just had conversations about those. I literally just had a conversation about the base prices earlier today with somebody. Max wasn't no cell phones or calling, none of that, none of that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, if there was a shootout, there was an actual reason why there was a shootout. It wasn't a shootout. Oh my God, you stepped on my foot. Oh, what you looking at? I'm gonna shoot you in the face. I'm gonna unalive you. It wasn't none of that. You actually had to fight. you know. And if you got your ass whipped, you got your ass whipped. You come back again, you know. True. Sometimes you would get fights of the same people multiple times, you know. Yo, what's happening, Flood? Sometimes you would get that, you know, because it's like your your pride wasn't just gonna let you just to get whooped and not redeem yourself. So, you know what I'm saying? You keep fighting until you win. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you might get that. I don't ever recall getting into like the same uh uh the same fight with the same person. I think all my fights and all my interactions within violence on somebody else was now unless it was like it was funk season with our enemies, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, yeah, it was pretty much with different people. You know, and the reason why I say different people, because like what I just brought up a few minutes ago, it's always somebody out there that want to try to test their shit against you. You know, they think that they the baddest, they the hardest motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They the knockout king and all that shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Instagram gangsters. You know what I'm saying? All right. Like, first of all, why are you even mentioning my name? I don't even know who the fuck you are. So you must not be, you know, who is this fool? Oh, well, that's so and so. Okay, well, then so and so, so and so. You need to find somewhere else to go before you fuck around and find out. Of course, we weren't using that term at that time. I'm just updating. You know, you fuck around and find out. Motherfucker decided to fuck around and find out. Next, because I wasn't going out my way to, you know, unless you harmed one of my people, unless you know, was a bully to somebody I know, I'm not going to go out my way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do it. You know, I got better things to do with my time at that time. You know, the beepers and 50 Cent. Beepers and 50 Cent. Spice for brothers every time. Gotta admit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely on that one. Yeah, it had to be. Had to be. Because you couldn't go kamikaze. If you went kamikaze, yeah, that's yeah. I don't know what you're doing all that for. You know what I'm saying? Because it was still a code of conduct on what, like, when you go off and do something, when you go out there and catch a body, you're putting eyes on you. Because if you're somebody that just knocked somebody off that you got beef with, whether it's yourself or if you're part of a gang or a neighborhood or whatever, them eyes gonna be on you. Now you bringing heat to the gang. Now you bringing heat to the neighborhood. Once you do that, oh hell no! Because now these motherfuckers about to be patrolling, stopping motherfuckers just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what comes after that? Shoot, they get enough of that shit coming through their department. Gang injunction. And then once you get hit with that, because that one murder can lead to a whole list of other murders that said gang was involved in, but they just couldn't put the pieces together. But you just out there kamikaze the shit. Now you, yeah, smart guy. Smart guy, exactly. Very smart. Shit, that's what happened with the Norteños in Fairfield back in the 90s. They was out there crashing out on a whole lot of shit. Then they sat there and threw that gang injunction on them. Once they threw that gang injunction on them, oh shit. It was a matter of time. And them motherfuckers went through there like a motherfucker. They was hella deep and snatched all of them up. When I say all of them, they took all of them that was on Bristol Lane at that time. I remember that shit like yesterday. Because this is when people used to read the newspaper, you know, and I used to read the newspaper, you know, sports and the comics and all that. But I also like to keep up, you know, what was going on in my town. So, you know, pop open the Daily Republic, and I'm going through the paper, and then right there, they talk about the gang injunction right there. And that cutoff point, woo! They missed us by a block over. Because we heard it was coming down, so we was all kind of keeping track, you know, on the shit. You know, and we was like, you know, we had sat down and even talked about it, you know, exactly how we was gonna move in case that red line decided it wanted to come through Lewis Court, Heath Court, Pacific, and all that. Now that motherfucker went up over the hill, right down the. I think they hit. Yeah, as a matter of fact, they hit Eaton Court too, because the way they had that shit, because Eaton Court had fell right there in that zone. But Bristol Lane though, yeah, they went and snatched up all the Norteños. I was like, sheesh. You know. But I'm still trying to figure out why the fucking Serranos is all over, you know what I'm saying, coming over to the central. Nah, y'all got San Marcos on the east side. Keep your asses over there. Shit. With that much attention, they don't even need somebody to tell. Hell no. Show don't. Shit. Just take your ass to the department. Just turn yourself. Just save everybody the trouble. Happened in Santa Rosa too. Through all the Mexican hoods on the south. Ooh, shit. Yeah, see, that's you gotta be smarter than that. Yeah, them gang junctions, they throw you in jail just for hanging out, just for look, you got curfews and all kinds of shit. Shit, you gotta be inside while the sun's still up. You gotta be inside while the sun's still up. What? What the fuck? Shit. In Fresno, they were playing with them. Oh hell nah. Yo, they stay throwing gang injection on them motherfuckers. Oh man. Hey, you know, the one thing I say about them is they got some fucking balls what they did. To tell the Norteños like this, yeah, we ain't part of y'all no more. We are our own entity. Like that takes some balls. And they've been man, they've been growing in numbers. Man, you know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, that takes some balls, a whole lot of heart, and a whole lot of I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because you need enough people to get on board with that shit in order to pull that shit off. You know. Oh, yep. Fresno, that was yeah. Yeah, Fresno hella country and hella crazy. Oh, what's your question? Yeah, I like answering questions. Yo, if y'all have any questions, you know what I'm saying, y'all want to ask, you know, we got a gang of Northerners out and around Fresno, though. Oh, okay. Yes. Yo, them Norteños and Sereno fights back in high school. That shit used to be funny as fuck because these motherfuckers be doing some old operatives type shit. You got motherfuckers jumping over freeways, hopping fences, jumping on school campuses, beating up motherfuckers and then running off. And then you got motherfuckers hiding behind bushes after school and shit, jumping out on the. I'm like, yo, that shit funny as fuck and very entertaining. But you go across that street to that gas station, that Exxon gas station, now Valero gas station. Oh, yeah. They kill fields out there nowadays. They ain't playing in Central Cali. They definitely not. Did you notice a TNA impact is going on right now? Oh yeah, yeah. I don't stream it. I don't have the channel for it, and to be honest with you, I keep track of TNA just through the internet. You know, I'm subscribed to their channel, so any highlights that go on and stuff like that, so I keep track that way. You know it. You know it. Right there. And Kmart used to be right there too. And then down the way used to be that ice cream spot. And then they got a gym over there. I think is the gym still over there? And then you had Radio Shack over there, and then Burger King, and then across the street, you had Albertsons. You know what I'm saying? You had Albertsons, and then you had the donut spot, and then you had the laundromat right there at the end. You know what I'm saying? Good old days. Yeah. Yeah, Kmart, boy. Shit. Kmart was the shit back in the day. Big ass store, too. You know what I'm saying? Kmart was a big ass store. And that what they got over there, a Smart and Final. And then shit, Albertsons turned into a hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. A church. Yeah, because it was Wiener Schnitzel's. No. It wasn't Wiener Schnitzel's. It was what's that donut spot used to be called? And then they changed it to the donut wheel. Donuts be popping in that space. Shoot. Used to go in that motherfucker shit after school, hit that motherfucker up. Cause I used to go to Amy Blank and I went to Fairfield High. So it was like Amy Blank, I would have to pass by there. Fairfield High, I used to have to go the opposite way, so I would pass by there. And then you had the bus stop right there on the sidewalk. Yeah. Damn, you got me over here feeling homesick right now. Oh yeah. Yeah, TNA doing their thing too. TNA is doing their thing. What did you think of the Trump? Oh, that was the funniest shit I've ever seen. I was cracking my look. I was cracking up so hard. But when Trump got to talking about the whole they're going onto your property and stealing your animals and then eating them, I fell out. I said, I know he did not just say hella big ass empty space. Man, you know what I'm saying? Selling little ah, oh shit. I got fed up paying all that money. Cable raising, yeah, man, cable. That shit ridiculous. You should do a reaction video on the debate. You know what? That's a good idea. Yeah, because I still have that in the works. I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna start doing a reaction because there's a lot of videos out there that I would love to react to. I'm I'm like, and I seen the video he was talking about. I was like, oh my God, we are not doing this right now. We are not doing this right now, people. This man saying that Haitians are going on to people's property and stealing their animals and eating them based off of a video by one person. Who else has seen this outside of that person? That's your source, one person? And then he even said in the video, he wasn't even sure if they was eating them or not. I'm just like, you cannot make this shit up. I know. See, we all know that Joe Biden he out there. He gone. When is people going to start admitting that Trump is on his way too? Like, who says something like that? And then he gets angry when he said it. Like you got to believe me when I say, like, first of all, anybody who believes that, you need your head examined. Okay? You really need Haitians are not going around eating people's animals. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, exactly. Bro, I came to America to hunt people. Oh man, like for real, like that's what we do it. Like this is the guy that y'all want to vote for. This is who y'all want to vote for. Now I've heard candidates have said some of the wildest shit before. Hell, even presidents. Donald Trump has yet again set the bar so fucking high that nobody will ever be able to eclipse that. Or is it so low? I don't get it. Yeah, I came to America so I could eat your animals. And then Kamala, she over there. There was times where she wanted to cuss that fool out, and she caught herself. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. But then she wasn't saying anything either. Look, Jesse Waters of Fox News said it best after the debate. What the fuck did we just watch? Chicago 2 had a live label. They now eating your piss or some shit. What? Yeah. Like, where I pissed off top here. We got a brown food spreading this bullshit. Man, like, what the hell? They see how dumb the population is. Man, I don't get it, man. I do not get it. She baited him. Oh yeah, she did bait him. Yeah, she did bait him. That was the other funny part. I will give it to her for that. She baited the hell out of that food. And he fell for it every time. Like, wasn't you the president of the United States and you falling for this? Wow. Wow. Well, hey, y'all, I'm about to jump off of here. I gotta go get dinner started and shit. I'm about to relax. I had a long ass day, but I wanted to come in and chop it up with y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. Um, shit, if I'm up to it, sure, I might bust a live tonight. So stay tuned for that. And then with that said, y'all, like always, we're gonna keep it cracking. We're gonna stay militant, and we about this bitch. Peace.